What is up, guys? It's your boy Nathan. We are back with another check in show. And if my camera decides to wake up, so will we. Hello, Rhythm. Good evening. Yo, before I start, really? I'm telling you. Ishan, I'll send you the link if you want to join, buddy. Just give me a couple of minutes. I know you might be busy. If you want to join, I'll send the link, but just let me share everything. Good evening, everybody. How was my day, Aaron? Thanks for asking. How was my day? Quiet, just like I like it. Hello, Maxi. In office, no problem, no problem. I'll anyway put it in the group there. Uh, you're done before I am done, then join because I'll only be on for an hour, not longer than that. Spank that naughty camera. Oh, everybody. Hello, Nakul. Hello, Copy Ninja. Shanks, why don't you schedule it at 9 p.m.? Dhruv's at alive at 9, Shanks, today at least. So couldn't do it today. Probably change the timings week by week. It's not a fixed timing per se, so we can always change that. Hmm. All right, guys, just give me a second. I'll just share this quickly on Twitter and then we shall carry on. It'll be like for an hour, not much longer than that. I like to keep the check in and the preview shows short and the watch alongs a lot longer. So just give me a second. Okay, that's there. I have to share it on the group. How was your weekends, guys? What have you been up to? Anything of note? Any fun? What do people do on the weekdays anyway? There's not a lot to do, is there? Bonjour, bonjour. Call KV if he's free. I don't want to give him late notice here. And I last time he was free only at 8:30. I had to push it back when I did the review with KV. So I don't really know if he's free, to be honest. Maybe I should message him. I don't know, man. If he's at work, I don't want to like. Let me ask. Oh, but that's for the preview, no? That's a Friday show anyway, Rhythm. I'll see if KV's free on Friday. That would make more sense. Hello, Charles. How's it going? I'm sure you're very happy with yesterday's 3-1 performance. भाई कैम का प्रैक्टिकल एग्जाम था अब मुझे 30 out of 30 लाने नहीं कोई नहीं रोक सकता वाइवा में मुंह good luck dude. Oh my god, I don't miss science at all. Cunha Luke Shaw, Cunha Menu Bruno. I see what you're doing there. Learning Francais. Our man managers way to go for big clubs. We'll get there. We'll get there. Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum assalam. Shreyas. Shreyas, sorry. How's law school going on, buddy? Not a back three manager. See, do you watch championship? I don't, but I keep a track of it because of our loanees. Someone right now, I'm only watching for Vitek and Amas because Collier's come back. So I just watch the scores every week really. In fact, we do it during the weekend watch-alongs. To be honest, while the half times, we have a look at what's going on every now and then. Buenas noches, buon noche. Hello, Amartya. Good evening. Hello, Pratham. Good evening. Hello, Destroyer. Oh, it's been a while. Good evening. Give me a second. Just share the link quickly. Don't know if anybody's free. Let's see. There we go. I've sent it. Now we'll see. What was the best Champions League match yesterday, guys? I did not watch any at all. If you're free just for Arsenal versus Inter, watch along. KV reacts. We and KV were bonkers. Will do. Will do. By the way, that 3-1 away win for Arsenal. They've only conceded 2 goals in the Champions League. Absolutely crazy. You have JE on the 28th. Good luck, my friend. Good luck. Please do not participate in our videos this week. Get it over with and then be regular, please. Pratham Singh Dilik still injured. We have a lot of injury prone players, Pratham. I don't know what we are going to do next season, to be honest. Who's this bombshell of man on screen in a blue shirt? Hello, Rab. Good evening. Uh, Good evening, everyone. Says Destroyer. Hello, Mridul. It's been a while, buddy. Hope you're okay. Hope the move back home is good for you. And let me know if you're looking for jobs and stuff. Dude, give us an update of what's happening. Swansea won, by the way. Your thoughts? See, I'll be very honest with you. No, when it comes to championship teams, right? The greatest dread of any championship team follower, no, is the yo-yo. Some games you're good, some games you're really bad. Next thing you know, you're fighting for relegation. That is why that league is very, very exciting. The thing is, the league is it's not exciting for most of us because all the sexy players don't play there. They don't play there. That's the issue. If the sexy players played in the championship, believe me, it would get the same amount of watching. Buenas tardes right now. I suppose it is. Dhruv is live currently, I guess. Oh, is he? Oh, I thought he was live. Oh, maybe on another channel. Fair enough. Hello, Prathamesh. Good evening. Madrid game was the best one. I mean, yeah, via scoreline. I suppose that is true. Via scoreline, if you go by it for sure. Let's see. Championship. Charlton lost to Derby 2-1 with a red card. Coventry beat Millwall 2-1. Ipswich beat Bristol City. Come on, yeah. Damn, City. I mean, they're still, what is it, 3 points away from playoffs, but still, they're sliding now, man. I don't like it. My guy Vitek, Sheffield Wednesday lost again. They're going to get relegated. Swansea 3-1 against Blackburn. That is a good win. That is a good win for Swansea. West Brom nil, Norwich 5. Norwich is 20th. West Brom is right next to them. West Brom have been slipping since Collier's been injured as well. Yeah, Collier was a very important part of the team at that time. Seriously, West Brom is 3 points away from relegation zone. Very bad. Very, very bad. Southampton, Oh, these are all the tonight games. Wrexham drew with Leicester. That's a good point again for Wrexham as they creep in slowly but surely into the playoff spots. Coventry flying with the Ipswich loss. Coventry now has an 8 point lead. I think our guy Frank is coming up, guys. City ka ghee khatam. Yes, 3-1 loss to Bodo Glimt. You know what's so funny, guys? About 4 months ago, no, about 7 months ago, we were playing Bodo Glimt home and away, and when we beat them, people said Bodo Glimt, Bodo Glimt. Mm. Bodo Glimt indeed. Arey, yeah, look at this fellow, Utkarsh, Spurs Dortmund 2-0. Arey, Utkarsh, if you're free, do join in here for a bit. It's only going to be for an hour. Arey, look at that. Speaking of the devil, I didn't even see him there.
I will live 100 years now, Nathan. You'll have to suffer me for 100 years now.
I won't have to suffer you. You'll have to suffer yourself. I'm okay. How's it
No,
going?
but
How's
yeah, all good, all good. आप
yeah.
अभी ऑनलाइन आए, मैंने सोचा थोड़ा सा हाय हेलो कर दूं.
How is
But
your
yeah,
marriage currently? Have you given
it's
an
it's
update yesterday that I am not aware of?
it's not for me. I don't think so, भाई. मैं just अभी आया हूँ. ये क्वेश्चन अभी कैसे? ये बहुत
I
पहले popped
believe
up है.
you're no, no, but you're the yeah, but it was after your statement, na?
No, bro, I'm not
So
married though. लेकिन यार, why are you asking me how is your marriage currently? How is your marriage with
maybe
my
that's what.
club? How is a marriage with my club? It is on the verge of getting divorced, bhai. Let me be very honest.
You're contemplating leaving your club.
नहीं, वो तो थेरेपी में जा रहा हूँ ना, लेकिन मैंने इधर वो हो जाएगा किसी तरीके से. We will get through. Me and my partner will get through it. Don't worry.
Just don't see. You can do yourself a favor and not raise your children as Spurs fans.
ब्रो आई डोंट नो, मैं तो दिखाऊंगा सोनी और हैरी गिर के गोल भाई उनको, अब इनके ऊपर है जो इनको लगे। आर्सेनल का नहीं बनने दूंगा। आई फॉर देम आई विल बी लाइक आर्सेनल डजंट एग्जिस्ट, आई डोंट नो हु दैट क्लब इज, उसके अलावा
So
कोई।
you have good news. You have Uncle Ishan, Uncle Drew, Uncle Ash, Uncle Nathan, and Uncle Lala.
डोंट
You know,
या, बट आई डोंट हैव अंक आर्सेनल, वी आई डोंट हैव एनी
you don't
अंक, यू नो,
you don't have
इफ यू
any
नो व्हाट आई
unks.
मीन।
So the good news is that we can you know we can steer them clear away from sadness.
Yeah, you can, I am okay with it, but don't steer them towards Arsenal. That's
No,
what
no,
I
no,
want. Yeah,
nobody is getting steered to Arsenal. I told
yeah.
one of my friends. One of my friends. I told my ex-girlfriends. I said, listen, if a child ever becomes an Arsenal fan, the moment they hit 21, they're on their own.
You know, there is a
Some
good chant that we made for Arsenal fan. I don't know. Let me bring it up for you. And it's very bad, bhai. Matlab, it's very bad. Mhm.
Bambi
But
is
yeah,
back, and I'm so happy. Oh wait, I think they're talking about Bayern Munich players. Who's Bambi?
yeah, here it is.
Do you think Madrid has a chance to win the UCL? Rocky Chief, I think Madrid has a chance behind Arsenal, Bayern Munich, PSG. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say those three have a better chance at the moment. At the moment. Your thoughts on Shashi Bhai Rodri getting red card? Yes, sometimes you have an off day. The suit was too hot, and he decided to have a short day yesterday. It's okay.
Nathan,
Yeah.
I just wanted to tell you the chant. When I
Mhm.
was just a little boy, my mother gave me a little toy, an Arsenal fan on a string. She told me to kick his fucking head in, fucking head in, fucking head in. She told me to kick his fucking head in. This is the chant that Spurs fan have made for Arsenal fan, and used to sing it in Delhi, properly, loud and very crazy. Oh my
Good
God, he's
evening.
in office. He's
We,
in
we
office.
were we were just, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but I offered our services to Utkarsh's future children, so they don't get raised as a Spurs fan. We have to
Oh
steer
man,
them
I,
clear.
I think yeah, Utkarsh, I think for the sake of your children and for the sake of like them not resenting you, I think you should definitely get their godfathers and
Yeah,
uncles
bilkul.
to
I told Nathan, you can steer them towards anything but Arsenal. I'm okay with that.
yeah.
They're
I don't think we'll wish that for them.
I don't think
exactly.
it's happening.
It's
In
even
my
more
opinion,
depressing.
okay, here's the thought. I actually have said this to Ishan before on a different live. So let's hear what their thought is. In my opinion, Championship is a better league than League One. It'll be a top five league in the world. So just for clarification, I don't know what someone means, but I've always maintained that I think the Championship is top five most difficult leagues to play in because of the schedule, because of they don't get breaks to, like for example, yesterday people were playing in Europe, but the whole championship was playing. When we have offs, when there is no Europe, they are still playing football. Sometimes even when we are on international break, the lower leagues are playing football. So I think in terms of difficulty, in terms of strength of schedule, in terms of physicality, I really think it is a top five league. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
Hmm.
championship. I
Given that none of Ligen or even Bundesliga, Serie A, none of these leagues can get streaming rights in India. They don't think it makes sense for them financially. I think that's a very valid claim.
Okay.
And see, English league is the biggest in terms of the number of watchers that watch it. La Liga is big, of course, because of Barcelona and Real Madrid and the humongous fandom that they have. But given that it's the second league, and see, the tag of it not being the top league might hurt it. Otherwise, I think the football that is getting played there, the stakes that they have there, the number of teams that come over to play in the Premier League, the number of players that come on to play in the Premier League, it might just become one.
Hmm.
Fair enough. Thoughts on Frank Lampard extending his
Is he?
points to he's on 8 points now. He's on eight
I
points.
think
It looks very likely he's going up. Wrexham are 2 points away from the playoffs. We might actually get Wrexham in the Premier League. There's
That
many
is
games.
actually bad.
before Swansea. That's crazy, bhai. That's crazy.
What team?
Swansea before
Wrexham,
Swansea.
Wrexham before Swansea. Hmm.
What is a Swansea?
Swan.
Swansea तो I think it's the right pronunciation. भाई बार बार मैं
Hey,
pronunciation
No,
he was
your
joking.
pronunciation is absolutely correct. That was not my joke. Uh, it's
नहीं but yeah
Swansea is five
agree.
points and 6 places behind Wrexham.
and okay, quite interesting. You would love to see Super Frank in Premier League again.
I mean, we are
The
seeing.
last time he was here, he was doing like he was having fights with our best manager of the last decade or so. So
Hmm.
he's fiery like that.
हाँ मतलब I think it makes sense also. He's doing well with Coventry. He knows the player, he knows the management, he knows the board, and he's getting them promoted. And I think he deserves a chance to stay there and work it out. Maybe there is a good chance. मैंने ये भी सुना है that he may go for Crystal Palace after the end of the season because Crystal Palace are eyeing for him in the end of the season. But I really
Oof.
believe that yeah, that would be crazy for them. I mean, this is a
But
very good job.
isn't Crystal Palace another London club?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, but it's not
Yeah,
more
Super Frank
pronounced.
managing a London club, that would be something. I mean,
But
I'd pay to watch that.
yeah, but I don't think इतना कुछ pronounced है. मतलब Crystal Palace is not that big rival of big rival of Chelsea. I don't think so. So
Still a
maybe
London club, right? Still
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
London.
Yeah.
That's true.
And
That's
there
true.
is some liminal rivalry between the London clubs. So
Hmm. Agreed, agreed. But हमने तो Brentford से ही लिया है. Even they are London rivals. कायदे से देखा जाए तो.
वैसे कुछ दीन ईमान है नहीं लंदन क्लब्स के टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट आई मीन
हाँ.
चेल्सी
वो
आर्सेनल द
आर्सेनल स्पर्स
बिगेस्ट
का देखते हो? सॉरी
आपस में
आर्सेनल और चेल्सी. भाई
चेल्सी
साहब. They are like brothers, भाई.
why they don't why you don't want to get there, man. You don't want to get there. I have plenty of things to say about the
Hmm.
United also in those regards.
No,
And
Rahul,
the
भाई, no
mental
problem.
health roller coaster that these teams take you through. So it's all
Hmm.
good. I think United, Liverpool are still the biggest clubs in England. So
Yeah,
there's a lot of history there. There's a lot
great.
of good moments, a lot of bad moments. It gives you the whole plethora, whole spectrum of emotions, right? So
अबे यार क्या नोना भाई क्या कमेंट किया है भाई भाई देखो हमारी हालत खराब है इतनी
yeah,
खराब भी
yeah.
नहीं है दिस इज परफेक्ट भाई दिस इज परफेक्ट नहीं यार
Um,
स्पर्स नहीं होगी रेलीगेट दैट इज आई कैन से
पानी के glasses हैं.
अगर स्पर्स रेलीगेट हुई मैं आज बोल रहा हूँ यहाँ पे मैं फुटबॉल कंटेंट क्रिएटिंग छोड़ दूंगा भाई आई विल मैं संन्यास ले लूंगा भाई
अगर स्पर्स
okay,
relegate
chal.
हो
अगर रेलीगेट हो गई तो
But bro, you have a real advantage of a niche. You and Suraj, could start. You could really start a championship movement in India.
एंड मे बी
No,
फैन कोड
I'm being dead serious, dude.
फैन
I'm
sitting
कोड
on a
विल
gold
actually being
mine,
स्पॉन्सर
dead serious,
sitting on a gold mine.
bro.
फैन कोड विल
I'm telling
स्पॉन्सर
you, you need people who support the club to create a foundation.
Hmm.
Otherwise, there will be no championship viewership here in India. You need a foundation. I know it sounds funny. Nobody wants to play in the chat. I get it, but if you look at it from a beneficiary point of view, if you get a solid championship fan supporting club or a fan channel, I mean, the sky's the limit. It really is because the everyone always talks about niche marketing and niche audience. No, what is more niche than being a championship fan channel in a country where everybody is supporting a top five league? That is a
Hmm.
real niche because there are so
I
many
mean, dude,
Madrid supporters.
that's where the relatability factor comes from.
Hmm.
All these top six teams will be fighting amongst themselves. There would be a lot of fixtures with, say, Madrid, Barca, even the Italian teams. The
Hmm.
only point of interest that comes from championship is when some managed like the three promoted teams that come into the Premier League. The managers who sometimes take this thing from championship to the Premier League. Some players that go to some different leagues.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I see championship is big because I remember there was a bunch of players under in the Wolves team who had picked Wolves instead of some like top leagues in the world. When the Wolves under Nuno, that is.
Hmm.
I remember, I think it was Ruben Neves only who had picked Wolves over some league on side. I
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that
I
happens.
आई थिंक ये एक अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी होगी फॉर श्योर बट मतलब फैन कोड में स्पॉन्सर अस टू आई मीन हु नोज भाई चैंपियनशिप की व्यूअरशिप उस टाइम तो बढ़ी जाएगी एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ
I
टाइम
can't believe we've got Utkarsh to discuss what is the future of Spurs being in the
भाई बाय
championship.
द वे
Fucking
ईशान भाई
mad.
the the
He's actually in the conversation
the
now.
the crazy thing is
Oh,
that
man.
Spurs and West Ham will be relegated together and there will be London Derby even
Oh,
there in championship. That will be crazy.
I
There
totally
will be a
forgot. West Ham are still below you. Yeah.
वेस्ट हैम वर्सेस मिलवॉल भाई सोच रहे हो आप चैंपियनशिप में दैट विल बी
Oh,
नाइफ आउट भाई नाइफ्स आउट दैट इज हाउ इट्स गोना बी
oh, West Ham, Millwall. I never thought about that.
यस यस
I
इट्स
don't
गोना
know
बी डेंजरस
this shirt that Utkarsh has. It makes him look like a
Looks
bard.
Ajax.
No,
Ajax.
it's I for sure, but it's like an apron. The red part is like an apron. So he looks like a fucking, I don't know, a
oh my
bartender,
god
whatever, a barista. I don't know. So a barista at
भाई
McDonald's.
I have to do a podcast while wearing it भाई आज ऐसा मत बोलो भाई आप ऐसा ना बोलो
कौन
कहीं
सा
अजय
podcast है?
यार वो सीरिया कैल्शियो चर्चा से अजय भाई को बुलाया
हाँ.
मैंने आज चैनल पे
बहुत बड़ी
आई वांट नो अबाउट सीरिया भाई इनफ
भाई
ऑफ
वो
स्पर्स मेरे चैनल पे बहुत ग्लूमी सा माहौल हो गया है
Utkarsh, let me paint a scenario. Since we're on the topic of Spurs, let me paint you a scenario, okay? What if, what if that Spurs gets relegated, but they somehow find a way to win the Champions?
हम्म
That is actually like the odds for that won't be too bleak, by the way. It would
I
be in single.
honestly do. I honestly don't think there is a single more Spursy thing than that. I couldn't
Yeah,
think
yeah,
of one.
so fucking
एक्चुअली
random. That is actually a
अरे
very
आप
Spurs move.
मैंने कल रीली यही बनाई थी कि हम लोगों ने ड्रॉप उनके अगेंस्ट पॉइंट किया है जिनके अगेंस्ट हमें पिक करना चाहिए था और तीनों पॉइंट उसके अगेंस्ट लिए व्हिच वाज द टफेस्ट ऑफ ऑल द फिक्चर्स इन माय ओपिनियन एंड दैट वाज
But
डॉर्टमंड
you've actually become the Liverpool of old. We were called the Robin Hood because we took points from bigger teams and gave it to smaller teams.
या वी हैव
So
ऑफिशियली टेकन दैट टाइटल भाई
yeah,
बट अगर आप इस हाइपोथेटिकल क्वेश्चन पे आओगे तो इन ऑल ऑनेस्टी आई विल से कि नहीं भाई आई वांट टू स्टे इन प्रीमियर लीग भाई चैंपियंस लीग किसी और टाइम जीत लेंगे बट नहीं आई कैन नॉट गो इन चैंपियनशिप
रिस्पेक्ट भी नहीं है चैंपियंस लीग की भाई.
भाई आप ये सोचो चैंपियनशिप में इतने गेम्स होते हैं चैंपियंस लीग जीतने के बाद हमें चैंपियंस लीग खेलना पड़ेगा भाई दिस विल बी सो टफ भाई मेरी टीम ऑलरेडी इंजरी रिडन है उसके बाद तो कल 11 आउटफील्ड प्लेयर थे सब ईशान भाई अब जो है पांच पांच प्लेयर बचेंगे बस हमारे पास उससे ज्यादा बचेंगे नहीं इतने फिक्चर्स हम नहीं झेल पाएंगे there's no way we can do that भाई
There's a question here for Ishan. Where is it? Where is it?
uh, नितिन भाई
Are
आई
you
विल
doing?
आई हैव अ मीटिंग आई विल कम आफ्टर दैट मैं आपको हाई
No problem.
बुलाया
No
था
problem. Take your time. No problem.
Rahul bhai, I think we might do it. We will do it, but the this thing is that if we do it on my channel or Lala's channel, we're trying to alternate it. So it might be on Lala's channel today. I've messaged him to do it on his channel. In case he's not available for the entire 90, I'll do it on mine. But mostly it's happening on Kick It with Lala.
Actual downturn in a league for me, Serie A, League One right now genuinely looks good with all the Marseille signings, Lance being on top, etc. I didn't know that. Yeah, by the way, apparently PSG lost yesterday and they're second in the league.
The second in the league, who's top Marseille?
Lance.
Lons, of course. See, I mean, see, Ligue 1 has very bad rep. I mean, the level of football, the perception of Ligue 1 is really, really bad. It's worse in the top five European leagues. But I don't know, man. I don't watch League One at all. I don't think I've seen one match in I don't know years. So tough to comment on it. I've still seen La Liga. I really like the football. There is no intensity in the game, but I think that is how a lot of people want to watch the football, which is where you have space to do whatever you want with the football and not be hounded by five physical defenders. Which is the Premier League of now. Post Arteta Premier League is where you've got seven defenders playing for every team. But could be fun.
Look at this. Imagine those championship players tackling the hearts of these Spurs players are already made out of glass.
There is no saving Spurs. Matlab, usually, as see when you're supporting a club, Nathan, you're biased, right? So you look at
Yeah.
things very differently, right? As rival or like a non-stakeholder, you have mostly you have rational views. So I can tell United, oh, this is what you're doing wrong, and you can contest it.
Mm.
With Spurs, there is actually no rational because they've done and tried everything and nothing seems to work
Yeah.
for them. Nothing. They've actually I was reading something that they let go of their most successful manager in Pochettino, then begged him to come back. There are two, three refereeing decisions that went against Spurs, and then it actually led to them changing these rules. They've lost to the worst West Ham side of all time. They've lost a cup final after being 3-0 up against a 10-man team. They're actual jokes. What the fuck? भाई मैं कल बाल कटाऊंगा. अभिषेक कल बाल कटाऊंगा मैं. अभी थोड़े मेसी हो गए हैं. क्या बोलूं? I'm actually taking a leaf from Nathan's book, man. I'm trying to grow my beard out.
Very nice. Very nice. Guys,
Tomorrow you'll
that's not a
see.
cyber cafe. He's doing a Playboy shoot.
It's not a yaar, listen, I'll show you, yaar. This is actually my. It's a tiny office, but it is my office. This is not
Looks
a
really.
very factory.
Isn't that claustrophobic for you?
No, yeah, there is a lot of airflow. It's not fully. मैं दिखा नहीं सकता, but ऐसे like it's open
Ah,
from
okay,
the.
it's
Yeah.
higher. High ceilings. I mean, I don't know. Did you watch any of the Champions League games yesterday? You weren't on Giants channel, so I thought maybe you were busy or
I
something.
didn't. I didn't. I didn't. No, no. I had to sleep early. But
Yeah, I mean, there was some crazy. I guess we can go through that, even though we are supposed to go through the league. But there was some crazy results yesterday. Yeah.
yeah.
Copenhagen won one with Napoli.
What,
Copenhagen
what
got
is
a
that
red card.
team we lost to?
City lost to Bodo Glimt. Remember?
Bodo Glimt.
Yeah, where people are making fun of us last year when we beat them home and away. It's
Oh,
interesting how
it's
that
one
is,
of
though.
those teams. It's one of those teams in the Europa League that people said, "Oh, what the fuck is that team? I can't even
No,
pronounce the name."
Don Robbie, bro. Don Robbie's like Bodo Glimt, and I was like, yeah, Bodo Glimt, dude. Really easy team to play. Nice one. Are you coming
The
to?
hell?
No. This is not an off-topic question. In fact, Aqua, we have to push it as the date comes closer. So it's a very good question. I believe he is coming to fanball meet.
But the
I
question is,
actually, you are right coming.
I am to definitely coming.
So you're
But
coming. Dhruv will be there.
yeah,
Ash
Ash
has
is
booked
coming.
his ticket, so I think Ash also is going to be there. Yeah. Someone who might come, might not come is Utkarsh. Utkarsh is trying to figure out if
Yeah,
he has
he
some
just
plans the week or
he did
something.
not even make it to the graphic. Oh, you've not even seen the graphic. Oh my
Oh,
god.
you sent it in the morning, na?
Oh, acha, oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So Utkarsh is going to be there the week before, and he can't, I think, shake a week worth of breaks. So I think he won't be there. He's trying to, but
Yeah.
okay. So yeah. So there was Copenhagen, Napoli 1-1. McTominay scores again. Then there's Inter versus Arsenal. By the way, Inter lost at home 3-1 to Arsenal.
Yeah, I saw.
Arsenal has only conceded 2 goals.
Um, Arsenal,
They
best team in the
will.
league, best team in the Champions League. I've seen this script before, and by before I mean last year with Liverpool. Um, well. Let's see what the season 8 Arteta does next year, man.
Olympiacos beat Leverkusen. Maybe Xabi Alonso should go back to Leverkusen.
Shut the fuck up. He's destined to
No,
come to his.
no, I'm saying that only because I
Who's
think
the
they've had
manager? I remember them sacking Ten Hag. I don't know who the next manager is.
yeah, but I don't think it matters. Yeah, ever since that whole thing started at the beginning of the season, it's not been looking good for them. 6-1 Real Madrid, Monaco.
Yeah, I mean,
Mbappe derby.
when this clicks, it clicks, right? So when it clicks for Real Madrid, they're too good. When it doesn't click, which is too often for their liking. Uh,
Vinicius, two
yeah.
assists, but he's the problem,
Goal. Two
apparently.
assists. Goal. He is the problem boy. He's the problem child. Um, Listen, he is, regardless of how good he is. It's about, like he made his rep by stepping up in the big games, but that only goes, so far. It'll only get you so far. You need to also be more consistent.
Tuti Romero shows his class against championship hard tackling lads. No. Oh my god, I can't imagine what Utkarsh's mental health is going to be. I really
No,
can't.
but listen, if they get relegated, I don't know about Romero because he's the captain. Is he the captain? He is the captain.
He's the captain.
I think it would make sense for him to stay, but I think most of them will leave. Anderman is already linked to Liverpool. I just read a bunch of rumors there. So he's rejected contract extension talks. I think a bunch of people will leave. I mean, I hate the pigeon guy, but like he might leave as well. Dom Solanke might leave. It's not been a good stint for him. I think he was exceptional at Bournemouth, but again, the Spurs curse hits when it hits, right? Slot getting asked
Yeah.
question about listen. I hate the guts on the guy. I hate the guts on the guy. But it is a little too disrespectful when you ask somebody in their press, oh, what do you think about the guy they're talking about who's going to come and replace you? That's a little too disrespectful. Um, so, no, we don't think so.
This is really bad.
Oh,
Uh,
man.
so Ajax
Okay,
finally got
Ethan,
a
okay, can I ask you, can I make this a little spicy?
sure.
Manchester City has often been touted as the most corrupt team in the world. Um, and
Okay.
then they keep doing it. Okay, they've got 115 charges on them that they can't seem to get off. They have an army of lawyers who's trying to whatever, trying to push it or whatever. In the last, Liverpool got so much slack after spending in a transfer window after not spending any money in the last four windows. Um, but Pep has gone on and spent over 600 million quid on 12 players that most of whom don't even play now. Um, they had Foden, they had Doku, they had Savinho, now they have Semenyo. They had Guardiola, Ruben Diaz. Who else did they sign? Bunch of players still went on for Gehi, paying them exceptional salaries. Nobody can compete there. Does it like is it see I know that United has not been in a serious title race with them in a while
Mhm.
because it's only teams that are in the who have stakes in this that feel frustrated and hard done by when you see City doing this. What is your stance on this?
So what? If they have spent way too much money, the question is, have they spent way too much money and not won anything?
There are now standards and rules for how much money you can spend, and they like they outspend whatever their limits every window. मेरे को चाबी दे दो.
See the thing with that is no, it seems like they outspend their limits, but the FA doesn't say anything. I mean,
Exactly.
this court case seems like the biggest farce in football history at the moment. Like it's a closed door case, so we don't know what the rulings are. We don't know what the indictments are. We don't know what the charges are specifically. Like the only issue I have is if we are not going to ban them or relegate them or take their titles away, right? At the very least, let it open up for everybody. Why should Newcastle fans suffer once they have the richest owners in the league? Right? If there is a standard of how you perform is equal to how much you can pay and spend per season, then I feel like it should be maintained. And if the rules have been broken, you should be punished accordingly. I mean, listen, I don't know how football court works, but they are definitely not as busy as actual court cases. Right. So I don't know if you know this, but like in India, for example, there is a crazy backlog of cases. I believe there is a number somewhere. They
Yeah.
have actually gone as far as to know the number of cases there's a backlog in. There is no way the FA has that many cases under their
Yeah.
jurisdiction that they can't get through this quickly. The fact that it is back, it's been going back for the last 10 years, which means, thank you, which means you will have all the data you want because it's already compiled, because it's a past case, right? It's not an ongoing case. The timings in which they have infringed upon.
Yeah.
So I honestly think that if you're not going to take away their titles, you're not going to do anything, then lift it for everybody. Now, apparently, there might be a new rule as to how you can spend money, right? They're trying to figure out some new rules for the upcoming seasons on how to spend money. I say don't have the rule at all. If teams go into debt, that is their problem. Let the fans and the management handle it on their end. If they need to be taken to court for mishandling of the club, that is a public, because it's a public sharing company. It's a public issue. Leave it to that, or keep everything open and let whoever wants to spend, and wherever the chips may fall, they'll fall. But as far
But
as
see,
as
this
far
is
as
how
this
we
thing
fix
is
this, right?
like,
So this is all conjecture in terms of how we can fix it. I'm talking about so far. I mean, we in our most successful stint in the last 2.5 decades, we have only managed to win two Premier Leagues, and that kind of
mm,
sucks. It sucks because we have lost to a team by a singular point with unlimited resources and which constantly break the rules. So we are supposed to feel unfair, like we are supposed to feel hard done.
yeah,
Uh, I can say the same about Arsenal also. I think they've had some close title races. They deserve more trophies. At some point, like even in say in a distant future, all of this comes crashing. Liverpool is awarded those Premier Leagues. Arsenal is rewarded those Premier Leagues.
yeah.
What is it
We
really worth?
I think we actually get one of it. Funny enough.
Yeah, United gets one. From 2013, 14, is it? No, 12, 13.
Uh,
12, 13.
no, 12-13 is the one we won. I think it is 14. The last one we
13,
won was 12-13. I think. Yeah.
12, 13 you won when that was
Yeah.
SAF's last
So
year.
I think the next one, no, the next, it wasn't the next one. I don't remember, but we are owed one. I don't know
So
which one
13,
it is.
14 we were in the title
Oh,
race
I think
because
it's the Mourinho one where he finished second. I think that's the one.
so that is I think 15, 16 then.
Something like
Uh,
that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, because I think 14, 15 was Leicester. 13, 14 was it Leicester? No, I'm so confused.
14-15 was Leicester, I think.
14, 15 was Leicester. 2013,
14.
14 was the Suarez season where we came
Yeah.
second. Um, so yeah, regardless, see, point being, like in red. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. No problem. Oh, Shaunak saying get two under Mourinho and Ole. Okay, fair enough. That Aguero wala also you did considering the Kesa from that time. Oh, that's the one then, I guess. Sorry, I forgot what the dates are. And Rando, you were saying, what were you saying earlier? They don't outspend their limits, at least currently. The suits regarding associated party got set. Yeah, I'm talking about that 115 is from a different time only, Mad Nonna. 15-16 was Leicester. Okay. I'm talking about, what was I saying? I was talking about during the time they are charged, whatever that period is. They have infringed on whatever the rules are. It's still taking time to get done. I think if you're not going to follow the rules and you don't get punished for not following the rules, then I don't think there should be rules only. That's what I'm saying. What costs percentage revenue is the market, Nathan? This suits EPL. At one time, EPL was cornered with lack of money as well as broadcasting success. So they wanted foreign money. Now they don't want it. It's selective positioning. Fair enough. Fair enough. But what else is saying? Else is everyone saying? Man, the 6-1, nah? 6-1. Crazy. Real Madrid, Monaco. Mbappe, Mastanto Uno, Kerrer, own goal, Vinicius Bellingham. Very impressive. Tottenham wins 2-0. Sporting Lisbon beat PSG. Romero and Solanke scored. And Sporting Lisbon who scored? Suarez. Is this the new Luis Suarez? Oh, it is. Okay. So now he plays for Sporting. Paris Saint-Germain, Kvaratskhelia scored. It was all. I mean, there are some shock results here. Seriously, Ajax beat Villarreal. Galatasaray, Atletico Madrid. Hopefully, Galatasaray wins 4-0. I would love that. Karabakh, Frankfurt. Yeah, you were saying?
What is selective positioning? What are we talking about here?
No, he was talking about why we needed money at the time and why we don't need it anymore. That's what he was saying.
Hmm. So yeah, I was just saying that you like. I think getting these trophies in retrospect it doesn't really make sense. I mean, I wouldn't enjoy it. I'm not watching football for some numbers on a fucking stat sheet. I'm watching football for feeling that euphoria when you win the league, or like whatever, when you get some really good moments in football. So how is it not massively unfair? Massively.
I mean, it's definitely unfair. It's definitely unfair. I massively, I suppose it depends on how hard done you personally feel. For us, our club in particular has been self-sabotaging for the last 10 years. So it's very difficult to feel too hard done by it because
Yeah.
simply because our problem is a more self
Inflicted.
self-inflicted wound, I would say. But I would say it has affected teams like Arsenal, you guys, Chelsea, even maybe to a certain extent, because has got transfer bans, Everton's got point deductions, Nottingham
Yeah.
Forest has got point deduction. So it's not
Yeah.
like other people have not been punished. It's just that when is cities see, I don't even really care. Let me be very clear. I want to know if they are going to get punished or not now, because the point, it's been so long. It's been so
Mhm.
long that I honestly don't care now, because I think a lot of people who were tired and upset and angry, they were like, we just want to know what the verdict is so we can move on, because even we don't want to talk about this anymore. It's getting boring. There is no outcome. Everyone just says 115, like see, even the 115 joke, no, even if it bothers City fans, at the end of the day they're not getting punished. Until
Mm.
they get punished, they don't really feel it. It might burn them a little bit here and there, but until there
Yeah.
is some outcome to it, it doesn't mean anything. So
And
so
do you think that City not being like one of those traditional big clubs, with humongous fandom is a factor to it? Because uh, when Liverpool won the league in the COVID hit season, everybody was like,
Hmm.
"Oh, you should have an asterisk in front of your Premier League win, whatever." City has never even gotten these conversations out there, and I'm not talking about like fans on Twitter. I'm talking about actual pundits and like all these reporters and um, sports channels who are having these conversations. So is it like I see? Honestly, my stance is that I actually let it go. I don't care how easy draws do City get at every FA and Carabao Cup run. I don't care about some dodgy decisions that they go against, or sorry, go in their favor and against their whatever whoever their opponent is in title race. If I start looking at it, I'll just get very triggered, or I'll stop enjoying. I'll just build up this resentment inside of me that is just too negative and toxic for me to be watching football. So I've actually let it go. But primarily also because we've not been in the title race barring the last
yeah.
season in 3 4 years now. So I think that has helped that we were also doing badly only.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, like people are saying, why are you all not upset? You all will get these titles if the thing is reversed. And a part of me is like, no, because see, so some people are saying they should get their titles stripped. I'm like, okay, fine. But who wins those titles that have been stripped? Because if you're going to give us those titles after they have been stripped, no one is really going to consider us. Like, for example, we are 20. No one's going to go 22-time champion. I don't think anyone's going to do that, personally.
yeah,
We might be 22-time champion, technically, but I don't think anyone's going to go, yay,
yeah.
you know?
And it's also like I said, it's about euphoria of going to like having those title winning matches. Ki, oh, it's the last game, the
Yeah,
decider, you win.
of course.
This is what we watch football for. That's the real joy.
No,
Yeah.
yaar. Come on, don't tell me.
Oh no. Oh
This club is
no.
such a. Forget it. Here. We have other problems to deal with. I can't even be frustrated. Turkey Al Sheikh was also interested in Bristol. There's a consortium with Qatar who tried to buy Tottenham. Yeah, so apparently when they dropped out of our race, they were interested in Tottenham, which is actually very devastating because Tottenham make a lot of money. So they will be allowed to spend a lot of money if they
Now they
buy.
have like one of the biggest stadiums.
They
They
have the
can't win.
most expensive seats, most expensive membership, most expensive season tickets,
Yeah,
world's
that,
longest unlimited bar. It's like the whole top floor has like a one counter bar around the whole stadium. They have a go-kart race in the ground floor of the stadium inside. Uh, they have a lot of things there and they make a lot of money and they don't I don't think they have a big loss that they don't have like hundreds of millions of loss. They have maybe like a maybe 50 million. I think, in fact, I actually think they are a profitable club, which basically means new owners will able to spend as much as they want. So if Turkey, and I don't know if I don't think you watch boxing, Ishan,
as
but
much.
Turkey is the guy who's
I watch
basically responsible
amateur
for.
boxing with YouTubers fighting other YouTubers. That's what I watch.
That is
And
fine, but this guy is he's literally responsible making the best boxing fights in the last 3 years.
oh,
Where yeah, he is so successful that
is that not Dana White or whatever his
yeah,
name
yeah.
is?
So no, no. Dana White is the UFC guy. He's the
Okay.
president of UFC. Turki Al Sheikh is the founder of Riyadh Season. I'm sure you have heard of that Riyadh
I've
Season.
heard of it, actually, yeah.
So that he has created Riyadh Season basically to make Saudi Arabia a new capital for sports and entertainment. He has gotten the WWE there. He has gotten UFC there. He's gotten Anthony Joshua to fight in Saudi Arabia. Now he's going to get Canelo Alvarez to fight in Saudi Arabia.
Oh wow,
He,
Canelo's gonna
this
fight.
guy, this guy has simply put what people have taken 5 years to 10 years, maybe never ever do. He's managed to do it in the last 3 years.
Wow,
He's
US must hate him.
The US don't hate him because what happens is he goes where he wants to make the fights everyone wants to see. So actually nobody hates him.
But
So
usually
what happened?
US was doing it, right? So all these big fights were
So
happening
so
in
so I'll
the
give you an example. Now, um, the current heavyweight champion is Alexander Usyk, right? He just beat. He's a Ukrainian man. He just beat Anthony Joshua, and he unified the titles basically. So they have 4 belts in each weight division. Unification is when you have all 4 belts.
oh
So he
wow.
is, yeah. So
But
he
Anthony
has
Joshua had that first, right? Like he's had
Anthony
all.
had three. Anthony had three, and Tyson Fury, who retired, we took a mental health break. He had 1 belt, and he had the lineal championship. The lineal championship is basically boxing's first ever heavyweight champion, which was like in the 1800s. So lineal is basically when you beat all the people that passed by throughout the years. So Tyson Fury was the lineal champion. Anyway, the point is this guy is responsible for bringing literally everything to Saudi Arabia in the last 3 years. Boxing, MMA, uh, whatever else you can think of. Who knows what else he wants to bring there?
But in all
So he
combat sports, right? Not.
currently it's combat sports. So he's a big boxing aficionado. But what he is trying to do is he's trying to create Riyadh as a sport capital of the world, like a Las
Oh,
Vegas, like a Wembley Stadium. He is trying to make Saudi Arabia that new place. In fact, they had a really big professional gaming tournament there. They are basically trying to make it a hub on this side of the world. So you don't have to go to Europe. So you don't have to go to America. He's trying to like create a hub on this side of the world. So he's paying ridiculous prices because they have unlimited money. They're not going to get taxed because they are the governing body of the sports sanctions. If you're doing it in their country, there's no
yeah.
there, there's no legal loopholes to jump over because you're the one who's essentially bringing everyone in so they can participate in your own competitions. So it is completely free flowing that way, and he's trying to get everyone as many things as possible. He's trying to start his own boxing league. He's trying to start his own promotions now with Dana White, Sufa Promotions. He's
Of
trying to
course.
disrupt the whole boxing scene. He's trying to negate the Muhammad Ali Act, which protects boxers. I mean, This guy is a crazy guy, dude. If he comes to football, no, we all. You think Wrexham's impressive? If he comes to football, no, we're all done. Mark my words. It doesn't matter. This Salah Madrid and all that, it'll be over. None of us will be doing it. If he gets, this is a guy that makes sure the job is done.
Hmm.
You think Florentino Perez is impressive? What this guy has done in just in combat sports now in a short span of time, people couldn't do for 10 years. They've been trying to get Anthony Joshua fight Tyson Fury in England, both English fighters, for the last 5 years. It's finally going to happen under Riyadh season.
Oh wow.
Bro,
Okay, Nathan, I need to go off. Have a call in. Oh fuck,
no
it's shit.
problem. No problem.
Um,
Anyway, I'll be on for a little bit. I might see you later, whenever you're doing the watch along. Yeah.
sure.
Thanks for joining, bro.
Okay.
Take
All
care.
right, guys, thank you so much. I think Lala is in chat. Lala, love you. He's calling us fraud for whatever reason.
It's in the
Okay.
chat. He didn't see it clearly.
Okay. Chalo, see you guys.
See you. Yes, EWC happens there. Huge money players and organizers from every corner of the world. Even India represented the organization. I remember some of those guys went right. What are they called? Some of those mobile gamers went right. What Mortal and all? I saw them live streaming walking through Saudi Arabia. I didn't watch it obviously, but yeah. Basically, has unlimited money, you need to offer FT stuff to get these people to fight. It's a sports washing thing. They try to diversify the. Listen, man, it's working. Everybody's going. Villa's going for Mateta. Yes. You think he's waiting for other clubs like Milan? Wait, do you know? I don't know what that means, Aryan. You'll have to explain that to me. Guy, this is the best. Thank you. Which should be a new signing. Well, Mansion James Garner is going to apparently extend his contract, so I don't think James Garner's coming. I honestly don't think. I don't think we're getting anyone now, Mansion. To be very honest with you, can these guys sponsor Barca? Copy Ninja. I'll tell you one thing that you might not like. They are not going to come and half participate. They are not Ineos. Yes, Soul. Thank you, Samedeep. That's who I meant. Soul is the gaming, whatever the sports company, like Phase, right? Sports washing is not a new thing. Even Saudi is doing it. That we are talking about Saudi only. Red Devils. Turkey Al Sheikh is Saudi Arabian representative. The birds was shitting on the badminton court. Okay. I will only say this, Copy Ninja. If Turkey Al Sheikh comes, he's buying the whole thing. You will not be a fan owned club anymore. That's all I'll say. So, yeah, esports organization Soul, yes. Neither I'm tempted to play FC26 hearing R9 token swaps. Yes, I would. It's a good time to come back through if you want to do that. Fun fact, Sheikh Mansour also owns 11% stake inside FSG via Redbird Capital, who owns LFC. The investment's deep rooted via many channels, so it's not easy to punish City Football Group. Faze died a pitiful death. But you know what, Mad Nonna? Can I be very frank with you? Imagine being part of the build. Imagine being part of hanging out with your boys, playing, making tons and tons and tons of money. So much so where you could take care of your family like FaZe Rug has done. No, I saw some of the old boys before. I don't know why I saw FaZe Rug, but I did. I saw him. Then I used to see Face Sensor. I used to see their vlogs. I used to not see the gaming channels. But imagine getting to that point, and then even if it does die, dude, a lot of things run their course, random. A lot of things run their course, and once they run their course, you should be happy you have done it. Because can I be honest with you? You take away the money aside. There's not a lot of people that are going to do it like phased, and there's not a lot of firsts. There was a lot of esport groups, but not the way Phase did it. They bought a house, they did vlogs, they brought you into their life, they did fun stuff that's not related to gaming. That kind of thing can only happen once. It can't, people can do it after that, but there's only one first time. And to me, I feel Phase did that the first time. So, even now, how many of them have aged out? Everybody's aged out, right? Like this, some of them don't even game anymore, right? The founding fathers probably don't even do that anymore. So before they died, like, they all had their out and everything. I just think it's a cool thing. Yeah, it's a cool thing that we can only dream of doing. Packed any totties? No, Dhruv, waiting for the whole thing to come out. I don't take that chance. Every day there is a certain report that says Cole Palmer's unhappy at Chelsea and might want to leave, especially if they don't get UCL. But don't see how we can arrange funds for him, to be honest. Still got another 3 years on that contract, dude. I don't know. I don't know how we are going to. That's a great point. People who are reacting like what Saudi is doing is very unique. America shown that path years ago. In combat sports, it's a lot difficult though. Red Devils. A lot of people have tried making these matchups and they haven't. I am talking about with regards to combat sports. Believe me, a lot of people have tried to make the Canelo Crawford match. It didn't happen. A lot of people tried to make the Tyson Fury Joshua match. It didn't happen. A lot of people tried to make the Conor Ben Chris Eubank match. It didn't happen. It's happened twice now within 1 year. So yeah, Villa won the Champions League spot, Aryan. So Mateta, right? Yes, he's not going to be a squad player, my friend. They're going to utilize him very well. Unai Emery utilizes them very well. I don't get with the situation Villa and financially loan sell Marlin and then go for Mateta. Make it make sense. They want a backup striker, dude. Maybe they feel they have enough wide players. The way the money in the sport is increasing, socio clubs will suffer the most and eventually after sell. Real and Barca will be the epitome of that. I have a feeling that is going to happen, Soumya. I think that is why, I mean, see, I don't want to speak out of turn and pretend like I know about Real Madrid. But I feel this is part of the reason why Perez is selling, what is it, 10%, 11% of the club. I think we are eventually shifting where it won't be possible. If you want to be a big successful club at least. FaZe eventually just went beyond friends and made everything very artificial. I still think Sideman has done that model much. Oh, Sideman. It's a good shout. That's a good shout. I think Sideman too. But you know, dude, the FaZe guys were like pro gamers, right? Some of the Sidemen ones. Some of the Sidemen were like memes and jokes and stuff, like KSI, for example. But yes, absolutely. I also think a very important fact of why the Sidemen worked is they didn't keep increasing them. Madonna. Whoever participates, participate. Whoever didn't, who didn't, I think that is a very key thing to success. Sideman model is the best if a group wants to be successful as a YouTube group. I agree. Still didn't want to get caught. I don't know if he'll be unalive. Oh wait, I don't know. I don't want any spoilers, whatever that is. Did you manage to do the glitch Yamal SP? I did not. Unfortunately, I did not. I didn't know there was a glitch and I was live at the time, unfortunately. Manchester City will refund fans who made the trip to Bodo Glimt in Norway and watch the club shock P1 loss, says Ben Jacob. Shout out to them, yeah. Shout out to them. Good for them. Snowfall worth watching? I have no idea, Shabhishek. At least help Carrick with the Ruben Neves type signing. Hey, Nathan. I got to be honest with you, Charles. I don't think we are signing anyone. I refuse to get my hopes up. On these Middle East groups, should buy smaller clubs so that the competition dies. That would be an interesting way of doing it for sure, Soumyadeep. You should go for Hayden Hackney. He's young, he's a number 8 and he's cheap. 20-25 million. He was the best player under Carrick at Middlesbrough. Yeah, we saw the playoff final last year, Akshay. We saw him play. He was very good. We're selling 10%, 10%. Yes. What a player! I really like him. United should groom him under Bruno. No chance, dude. We can't buy any players based on what's happening right now. But I don't think Catalonia will sacrifice their principles. But everyone has a price in this world. Lavanya, I don't. It's not about the principles. I think if you want FC Barcelona to take the next step, I don't think. Uh, um, I think eventually people are going to realize that they don't have a choice if they need to go to that next level in terms of what they can do, what can be done. So I think in a way you are right, but in a way I think it's inevitable, really. Nathan, I realized how the regime change narrative is completely gone after nobody's talking about the aftermatch. We'll see what happens on first Feb Red Devils. I wouldn't jump the gun yet. Arsenal in the Premier League is not the same Arsenal in UCL. Arsenal in Premier League much worse and more weak than Arsenal Premier League. Now United are 1 week rest and make Arsenal to drop points. Okay. They have friends show up in the video, but it's very clear regarding it. So exactly, Madno. And here's the thing: they spread the wealth, quote unquote wealth, by not actually involving them in the process. They give them visibility, and I think that's how you should do it. So no one is left behind, but your core is maintained. Arsenal's not weak in PL. The approach is against the low blocks, not optimal. Yeah, I think he's joking. Copy Ninja. I think he just wants us to beat Arsenal. I think that's what he means. But yes, UCL Arsenal more stronger than Premier League. I mean, they are playing better in the UCL. That's probably true. Manchester will refund. I read that. I read that. Chance coming out. You know what you are. Sir Matt Buzzing, Sir Alex, both are Scottish. I guess we need a Matt Scottish manager. Liverpool lost to us, goes on a losing run. City lose to us, go on to lose next time. TikTok Arsenal, if you lose to us, the elephant would fall from the top. Madueke grocery groceries at Rossard with Timber left back against low block is the suboptimal team to play. Groceries. Oh god, that's hilarious. You know what, guys? We didn't do any of the games, and I don't think we're going to. 1 hour is up. I don't want to take too much of your time, but this has been a fun 1 hour still. Without talking about football for it. I mean, we did talk about football. It's not like we didn't, but we had some fun with it, which I like. Um, I was just before we go, I was just looking at the score lines, man. Incredible. Tottenham beat Dortmund, who's currently second in the Bundesliga. Sporting Lisbon beat PSG, who's currently second. I think Sporting Lisbon second in the Portuguese league even. The Real Madrid and the Arsenal wins are the big eye catchers of the day, though, for sure. No doubt about it. The big eye catchers of the day are the Real Madrid and Arsenal results for sure. Which, you know, and obviously the Bodo Glimt one. Bruges beat Kairat Almaty 4-1. Wow, okay. Leverkusen losing also was a big deal, 2-0. There were quite a few shocks yesterday. Yeah? I'm quite stunned. Where is Liverpool right now? Liverpool is 11th. They need to win today, don't they? Marseille is behind them with 9 points and same goal difference. If Marseille beat Liverpool today, Liverpool drop down again. What are the games left today? Atlanta, Athletic Club. Oh my God, there's a lot of teams below them. What is it? Liverpool's on 12th. Which teams can pass them today? Monaco, who has played, Leverkusen, who's played, Galatasaray, who has to play. Galatasaray, Juventus, Marseille, Barcelona, Chelsea, Newcastle. All of them could pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 teams can pass Liverpool, and they could possibly be outside the top 16 if they're not playing each other's. Yeah, I don't think they are. Yeah, I don't think people are playing each other. So I think it is a wow. It'll be crazy if Liverpool is 17 today. I can't lie. It'll be absolutely crazy if that happens. They need 2 points to qualify for the top 8. Who, Liverpool? But they still have 2 games, right? So what is this? I mean, listen, it's a tough game. Let's just put it this way. Liverpool have Mickey Van de Ven on the shortlist for the summer 2026. He has rejected a new deal according to reports, and Liverpool could act. Prathamesh, I'm going to tell you, I know you were there when me and Lala and Ishan had this discussion. See, it's your club. You might like the player. God bless. But I will tell you right now what I tell everybody else. The moment you buy someone who's prone to injuries, even if he's had a good season last year, it doesn't take much to fall back off the train. I mean, Mason Mount had a good run and then he started getting injured again. Best example. Yeah, why Dro? I mean, bro, Barca's fully stacked on midfield, so F that kid. Okay, the Dro Fernandez kid who went. Arsenal are like a shite at selling players, man. If they bottle this one, we would see the chart on how much they spent in the last 5 years. It wouldn't be great. It would not be great for Arsenal, that's for sure. What's your view on Pep overall situation with City? With City, I think he will leave in 2026. What's your take? The Red Devils, I have to be honest with you. I was surprised he extended for another 2 years. But then I realized he probably extended because he wants to go out on a win. Um, I think depending on where City finish, I won't be surprised if he runs out the contract Red Devils 2027, one more season after this. But it really depends on his own mental health there. You know what I'm saying? Pep's team's not like the Pep's team of old. Pep is not like the Pep of old. As you get older, you get worn out. You get worn out. It's more taxing on you. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the last season. I think where he finishes will determine it. I think for sure if the City win the season this year, I think he leaves. because I really think he will want to leave on a high. Yeah. Finally, Ishan Mohawk doing a joint live stream. Excellent, Shauna. Today, has it happened or are they currently doing it? If we win, we go fourth. Yes, if you win, you do go fourth. That is also true. You have to look at it that way as well. But Marseille is a tough team, man. Marseille is a tough team. Manchester United want Marcus Rashford to return to Old Trafford following his current form. The club have already had talks on the return source. No comment. Like Pablo Gavi, Nathan. Man City can go to the playoffs, by the way. Oh shit, I didn't see that. Hold on a minute. Oh boy. Wait, why? 1 minute, hold on. What is Man City's next round? Who does Man City play last? Man City play Galatasaray. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I'm also having doubts regarding Van der Ven. We need injury-free defense. It's not even that, Prathamesh. See, there's no guarantee your players will ever be injury-free. However, there is a guarantee that an injury-prone players are more likely to get injured. That is the problem. So we were fourth before this match day. Playoffs. I mean, I don't think Man City care about playoffs anyway. Why is no one going for after Lacroix? I don't know if I'm spelling it right. You are not, bro, but I understand what you mean. The third centre back, Maxence Lacroix. He's the most played centre back in the league, and he's got amazing recovery pace and is good at defending too. Bro, this is a question for the end of the season. Nobody wants to touch anything in January because people don't want to affect their budget for next season, depending on where they finish. So you'll find a lot of people still not doing it. Van der Ven's body literally can't handle the things he does. Yeah, Pep is not looking good also. Yeah, I think it's a combination of Pep not looking good as well as City not being the City of old. Only UCL chaos can give me joy. Said Mohawk are live right now on Ishbay channel. Nice. Finally. I think Pep wants to leave by giving the next manager a squad to work with. I think Pep might just be tired, Rando, honestly. Anmol is saying, Nathan speaks something in Hindi. I've never listened to you speak Hindi. I can't do it off the bat like that, Anmol. That's why I can read it better. Nathan, do the Emblemo celebration. Which one? This one? Unfortunately, I don't have the rhythm, dude. I don't have the rhythm for it, unfortunately. What's the agenda? Nothing. We were going to talk about the week, but it's just blown off to have a fun conversation, so we don't need to. Yeah, that too away at the Velodrome. Start Velodrome in Marseille. Yeah. I mean, it's a tough game, yeah. It's a tough game. I think next week is going to be quite hectic. This shit Raw Championship, Max Allen will finally be benched together with Rico Lewis. Abdul Qadir Kusanov plus Mark Gavey against Wolves in next match. You think Rico Lewis is shut? Interesting. Nah, don't bring Rashi back. Yeah, I also kind of don't want him back, but I think we might not have a choice to currently doing it at the moment. He's building a good squad for the next match you take over. It's possible. Gaffer Al Gooni. Gaffer Al Gooni. Nice picture. Recently saw City fan asking for Pep to be sacked and saying Haaland's being shit. There are agendas that have never been agendaed before. These are agendas, sorry. We play Karabakh last year at Anfield. Oh, so then you all are going through eventually. I think Karabakh's probably easy. How many goals Mason Greenwood was banging today? I think he'll get a return today for sure. I'm going to say one. GOA. One GA. These Turkish clubs are moving mad. Noah Lang and Kante are being linked with Galatasaray and Fenerbahce. Yeah, man. Kante is still too good to play in the Saudi league, man. Let's be honest. He went there because he did everything he needed to where he was. पापा को कैसे बोलो एस्ट्रोलॉजी पे को उससे आशा जिरोना विल विन द ला लीगा पेट लगा don't give that look Nathan on Galatasaray. I still have flashbacks of two free kicks of Ziyech Choboy. No, the reason you have that feeling, no, is because we had a goalkeeper let the ball go under him after it went over the wall. That's why Galatasaray is a tough game. Don't get me wrong. Galatasaray is a tough game. However, it is at the Etihad, so you know they don't have an Ego Riley and Rodri available for Galatasaray. Pep needs new wife. I'm telling you. Indian Manchester United fans are most stupid shit trash things in all the world. Okay, well, that's me as well, SPO. So thank you for insulting us. Oh, why can't we just have a conversation? Why can't we just have a conversation without being called names? We're not even playing today. My dreams centre backs Van der Ven for United, followed by realistic options Nathan Collin, Dan Ballard, Murillo. I like Murillo out of all of those. I hope Marseille, Napoli, Barca finish around 24th. I want Arsenal face tough opponents in the round of 16. Jacko to Schalke, here we go. I don't know. Jacko, really? Jacko's longevity is crazy. Busy with life and work. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining, Pulkit. Hopefully, we'll see you later for the Liverpool game. I'm doing well, buddy. Tell us, give us some more updates. What's happening in life? What's happening in work? Where are you working? Which place? If you'd like to share, feel free. I don't know what Rico Luz has got on Pep. I think he has a part of playing in Pep's. I don't VDV, but Edwards has a tendency of going after players he scouted before. I rather take Lukeba or Schlotterbeck. Apparently, Naman Schlotterbeck had a horrible game yesterday. I saw a little bit of Utkarsh's stream, and Utkarsh was saying I think he might have been responsible for both goals. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but or he could have done better on both goals. But apparently, he didn't have a good game yesterday. Deboshi saying hello. So, what are your thoughts about Abelo? Can Madrid achieve anything this season? Deboshi, I'll be very honest with you. This 6-1 win might be more of an anomaly than the norm. I would say just keep your hopes realistic. Manager change in middle of the season is never a good thing. That's what I would say. I agree. The last match day is so exciting now. That is very true. Unfortunately, it's one of the things I wish I was in the Champions League for to feel this pressure. Would be quite fun. I think they should care about playoffs, congested Feb and March, then a congested April if they go deep. Ooh, Man City. I think Man City is one of those teams where the squad is good enough that they won't stress out, to be honest. The disappearance of once formidable Pep system is like the disappearance of tourists from Goa and the shift to Thailand, SEA tourism, slow and gradual. Hey, Nathan. But you know what, Charles? I'll say this once and I'll say it again. I don't know if you were on the stream that day, but I had to correct somebody because um, we have had the highest tourism footfall in the last 5 years this year. So I think it's a bit of a myth, my friend. Uh, but that being said, people are going to Thailand and Southeast Asia more. That is also very true. Terminator celebration, one which Lever does. Oh, if United with 8 days to rest don't make so tired Arsenal to drop points. United will turn in shit club. One United win against City will never make United a super club. If not, United beat us. But SPO, you have to understand something. Arsenal has way better squad depth anyway. So, don't understand this naming your stadiums after corporates, all these Etihad, Emirates, and I hope my club never does this, but that is inevitable in future. Yes and no, Prathamesh. It is when it's a new stadium and it's unknown. So main road would never ever be called the Emirates because main road is the old stadium. When you build a new stadium and you get a stadium sponsor, that's basically kind of funding the development of your club. They kind of have to do that because they're paying for it. So this is the thing they also do in America, where they keep funding certain factors of the stadium, maybe the upkeep, maybe the maintenance. So they sign like a 10-year deal to rename the stadium. There's always bids when it ends. Um, Emirates the same thing. Obviously sponsors. Tottenham Hotspurs doesn't have a new stadium. They just call Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So there are new stadiums that don't change the name at all because I guess Spurs don't need funds, do they? Not like that, at least. Yeah. कॉलेज में विंटर ब्रेक के Baat gaya. Got anxiety attack seeing girls majority in. Well, that's always a good thing, right? Why do you get an anxiety attack, dude? You have to just relax. Everything will be okay. I'll be happy if Liverpool gets Schlotterbeck. He's elite in passing. Rest, he is mid, in my opinion. So effing overrated. Shashko will own him like he's tossing. You think every team in the EPL has adopted to what Pep can do? I mean, is that the reason Pep's struggling? I think people are finding ways to counter it, Deboshi. I don't think people can do what Pep does. I think you can only find ways to counter it. Yeah, because the quality and the tactical analysis of Pep combined with the quality of players, it's impossible to replicate. You have to learn how to counter it. Best result we can get a draw is at the Emirates. I agree. I think that is our best result to be fair. But you guys are doing it with Snapdragon Old Trafford. No, yeah, we're not doing it. Snapdragon is our shirt sponsor. They are paying nowhere near the money to sponsor a stadium, my friend. If they were, we could probably afford to just rebuild our own stadium. Really, Nathan, good to know. Voice of Goa sponsor. But was getting desi only, whereas at one time they had large overseas numbers, which is dwindling. But that is also a factor of certain other things, right, Charles? Weather, pricing. People, I know lots of people who come to Goa, but they only want to live in certain parts of Goa. So you won't find them everywhere else. Then I also know that people are, like you said, going to Thailand and all. At the end of the day, for us, tourism is tourism, right, Charles? The money comes in. We don't really look at it that way. Although you probably are right. A lot of the Europeans, although I don't think you get more pound for pound more Europeans here than any place in India. I think pound for pound you see way more white people here, considering how small our state is. But yeah, it's a possibility, yeah, for sure. But in terms of amount of people, it's our top five. It's been our highest in last 5 years. Well, that's good, yeah. That's good. International tourism will become affordable for a section of people. It's more novelty than full scale trend. Everything will balance out like a villa's XG over the course of the season. Oh, it's a good point. But yes, it has become affordable. I feel the rising of the upper middle class a little bit has played into that factor as well, Charles. I feel like more of us Indian people can also take a holiday somewhere else. They don't want to come to Goa. Fair enough. Here we have thousands of Rajiv Gandhi and Indira Gandhi stadiums. Yeah, but again, it was a different time, isn't it, Shanks? I don't know why Pep abandoned the tiki taka. They'll say he doesn't have similar players, but if Cunha Bruno can happen, then probably Pep can train his players for the same. Interesting point. Make me mod, otherwise I'll call Modi Ji. Next stream, Lavanya. I'm going to definitely do that. I have to add some mods to the channel. Bro, United is like that child who has lost all his parents' confidence. Even his small achievements are celebrated like birthdays. Nikunj, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I heard Mohawk say, and I couldn't agree with him more. Celebrate the small victories because we don't know when we are going to get the next one. Club is forever in turmoil, and until they stabilize, celebrating whatever you can is a very good thing. 2009 AIG is my favorite. AIG one. The AIG ones were my favorite. The blue one, that's the only time I probably liked the third kit. The blue one I liked. There's a reason, despite touching 27, Schlotterbeck still in Bundesliga, not in Bayern till now, where when the other players like Van de Ven have earned their move way back. Okay, fair enough. Is your cafe okay? I don't have a cafe, Prathamesh. It's closed now. You're planning a summer trip to go. I'll come see you though, for sure. I'll come and say hi. GG's Nathan Ragnick. Um, you're getting mods in the channel. It's possible. It's possible. Never mind. I still love my fish thali in Mapsa. Go in fish meals. I'll let. Charles, you're not going, right? When did you? Where have you eaten in Mapsa? I'll tell you. I'll tell you nicer places if you want to go to because I live close to Mapsa and we don't go eat fish thalis in Mapsa. So I'm going to close the stream now, but next time do let me know so I can give you a good recommendation if you want. Mine is the 28 to 2019 one. That blue kid where CR7 scored the free kick again. That one's my favorite. Exactly. Do you think Rodri is the problem this season? Because I saw a stat where Man City lose 50. I think an over reliance on Rodri. You can't blame Rodri if you have to blame the team not stepping up. Devoshi. You can't blame. You can't say Rodri is the problem. That's a little unfair because he is the one. He is the one. You know, he is the one raising the standards. Everyone else should follow, right? It's not his fault. City's net spend, United's net spend is 1 million, City's 400 million. But net spend, who talks about, dude? We talk about how much money is spent, no? Just family bar, restaurant and bar. You're from Charles. You live in Goa. Just family bar and restaurant. Hold on a minute. I don't even know where this is. I'm sure I've seen it, but now I need to know where it is. Buddy, Jess is not in Mapsa. Jess is in South Goa, buddy. Or wait, do they have one? Do they have one in Mapsa? No, it's saying it's in Verna. Verna, South Goa, buddy. Verna, South Goa. Mapsa is in the north of North Goa. Verna's in south. Good call. Good call. South Goa has a lot of delicious Goan food. All right, guys. I will be off. I'll probably be on Lala or Ishan's channel later on for a chat. How the if I'm going to tell my kids that Mr. Roddy has a Ballon d'Or, but Rooney, Neymar, Iniesta, Lewandowski don't? You probably don't say it. After injury, Rodri is not the same player anymore. He used to drive at the box more and score bangers. I don't see him doing it anymore. His role might have changed based on the players you have bought in for sure. No, I don't. I visited many times. We are geographer. I am geographically challenged. No, it's okay, Charles. It's fine. So it seems like a nice spot though. I could recommend my friends if they go to the south. Got a lot of nice reviews and stuff. So thank you for the recommendation. I don't live in the south, so that's nice. It's okay. Have you ever visited a Borough match? East Bengal, Mohan Bagan? I have not, Devoshi, but I have a lot of people who live in Calcutta or Kolkata, and they tell me it's crazy. Anyway, guys, I'll be off. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Friday review show. The stream schedule's out. If you want to see the stream schedule, that's where it is. Today, UFC this weekend. I'm very excited. Phantom, hello Phantom, but I'm sorry I got a cut. I will see you maybe on Lala stream if you want to join us there. Take care, guys. Good night, and I'll see you in the next. Peter Parker, it's been a while. You have to catch up soon. Take care. I'll see you in the next one, guys.